Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me at this time of the day. I know it's tiring, but thank you for waiting. Also, thank you the Planetiers team for inviting me to be here. I'm going to speak a little bit about the relationship between innovation, venture capital, and sustainability. And also introduce the Terralis Fund. It's a new venture capital fund for sustainability that we are launching in Portugal, but to achieve a global scale. And before I speak about the Terralis Fund, I need to talk a little bit again about the urgency of sustainability and for fighting climate crisis. We are all here, we are aware about that problem. We are connected on the same purpose, same goal, and it's good to see that we have people interested in that subject, but we still need to do a lot of work to improve the awareness of sustainability. We have a lot of denial still on the planet. We have people against ESG, against public politics about sustainability, and we need to work better. We need to do it faster. And I would like also to quote Mr. Antonio Guterres that said recently that we are losing this race, actually, against climate change. But this is a race we can win. But we need to do better, we need to be faster. And that's why it's urgent. We know that sustainability and fighting climate crisis is a long-term race, so we need to start it as soon as possible. And we all here, we have different roles in this race. And we from the venture capital industry, we play a specific role to support innovation, to support companies that will actually disrupt this industry, create new ideas, products, solutions, and actually shape that future. So venture capital, traditionally, we invest in companies developing innovation for different sectors and industries. And we believe that the same approach needs to be applied to sustainability. It's much more important to have venture capital funding for sustainability for several reasons. First is that companies developing innovation, they need a large amount of capital upfront. And we know that sustainability has a stigma that it's not profitable, or at least they have a long timeline to achieve profitability. And that's another reason why venture capital needs to provide that amount of capital upfront. And also, we are investing in startups. And we know that startups, they need to test ideas, test some hypotheses, and enter the market, and validate. And so they need to count with some support as well, not only capital. So some startups fail because of lack of capital or lack of expertise. And we can bridge that gap. We can provide capital, and we can also provide expertise. We have people, we have a hands-on approach, and we can collaborate with them to test products, test ideas, try to enter the market, scale. So a normal startup life cycle needs venture capital support. But we also know that sustainability is actually an opportunity for growth. It's not only a trend, a hype, a nice-to-have thing. So we believe that sustainability can provide profit and purpose walking hand by hand. And it's not only our opinion. Some numbers prove that. So we have, at this right moment, around $8 billion in the sustainability assets or sustainability-related assets from the VC industry. And 35 million of that amount is applied in Europe. It's 15% of that money. So Europe is also standing out in sustainability investment from VC. And so we believe that, and we need to convince investors that sustainability, it's a good product. It's not only purpose, but actually huge profit they can make investing in this sector. And, but who we are? We are a group of entrepreneurs. We are from OW Ventures, and we are engineers. We have invested previously in more than 70 companies in Portugal, Brazil, other countries from Latin America, China, US, but we have invested in different sectors. We have other funds with agnostic approach, investing from fintech, health tech, marketing, and others. And we also see our startups not as our portfolio of companies, but our community of founders. So we try to forge a lot of collaboration between our founders. We make them support each other, try to share issues, challenges, and solutions, and collaborate. And we realized that this approach we have is even more important for sustainability. So founders working in this sector, they are eager to collaborate together, to work together, and find common solutions to fight climate crisis. And then this is one real picture of us collaborating with some founders from other companies and trying to discuss some issues they have. So it's our approach. So we are a VC, but with a founder DNA. And then we decided to create one specific fund to tackle sustainability. As I said, our other funds are agnostic, but we always missed this connection with our own purpose that we have on the personal level with a product, an investment product. And then early this year, we decided to create the Terralis Fund to invest in innovation for sustainability only. And what makes the Terralis Fund different compared to the other funds in the market? Our expertise actually is on the software level, digital transformation from the software. And then we understood that, and we saw that there are a lot of good startups and talented people in Portugal developing software for sustainability. We have already invested in some companies before from our other funds. And then we are going to use the same approach we have, try to leverage technologies as AI, blockchain, IoT, and others that are traditionally applied to different sectors to apply to sustainability, to fight climate change. And we missed that approach from the other VCs as well, at least in Portugal. So we saw that opportunity, we saw that gap, and we are trying to bridge that gap again. And we also understand that to fight sustainability, to achieve sustainability and to fight climate change, the startups, they must be global. They cannot develop solutions in a local scale because our problems, our challenges are on a planet level. And it's really hard to scale when you are a startup. You need a lot of money and you need time. And again, that's where venture capital plays a specific and crucial role. So we can provide money, we can collaborate with them from the early stage until achieving global scale. And this is our main strategy, is to invest in early stage and then help them through the startup life cycle until they achieve global scale. And, but we cannot do that alone. So we need, and we are really willing and open to forge partnerships and collaboration with other players, other VCs, public sector, other companies, and then it's really important for us to collaborate. Together, to us, actually is a key word here. So we create some bonds for long-term partnerships, sharing the same vision. This is actually crucial in our point of view. But again, Terralis Fund is not a traditional investment fund. Terralis Fund is a fund for startups developing technology and also trying to create positive impact. And we have this commitment with our investors. But we always say that we have one important stakeholder here, that's the planet. So considering that the planet is our stakeholder, how can we be accountable to the planet about what we are doing here? So we have created, and we need to report and follow specific metrics, KPIs, to make sure the startups we invested, they are actually driving and addressing challenges and delivering positive impact. So not only sharing financial results, we are going to share impact results as well. So if we cannot measure what we are doing, we are wrong. If we cannot measure the impact one startup is driving, probably we are not going to invest in that startup. So to be measurable is really important to us. And this is our internal commitment to the investors, but also, as I said, to the planet. And before I finish here, I'd just like to highlight, this is a call to action to all of us. Again, this is really urgent. We need to start as soon as possible. We are already late in that race. And innovation takes a lot of time. We know that we are working in this innovation sector for more than 15 years, but sustainability, our planet cannot wait too long. And that's why we need to start now. We need to collaborate now. We are open to collaborate. This fund is, at this moment, we are fundraising now. We are connecting with investors, international groups, governments. We are trying to create this product and launch as soon as possible. And our goal is to support Portuguese startups, as I said. We have, at this moment, around 100 companies from Portugal with huge potential to be invested in this specific sector. And we are really happy and proud of this product. We are sure that this is going to be a success. And it's a pleasure to talk to you guys, and I just want to thank all of you in behalf of the next generations and as my kids here, my most important stakeholders. Thank you.